Griffith Park is gigantic, and there are tons of ways to get in here and to the observatory. But today we came in through the Golden Bear entrance and are walking through Ferndell.
When you enter through the Golden Bear or Western Canyon entrance, the entrance to Ferndell is just inside to your left, or the west side. It's an amazing place that makes you feel like you've left LA and maybe even entered Jurassic Park. It's always cool and shady, and you get to enjoy a gurgling brook, tropical plants, and 50 fern species beneath a tree canopy. It's also an historic cultural monument, as archaeological evidence points to the likelihood that there were Indian villages in Ferndell Canyon. That lovely little trail lets you out in what's known as Upper Ferndell. It's a picnic area with barbecues and now dry man-made streams, which I remember teeming with life when I was a kid. It's here that the trail leads up to the observatory. This is the more traveled trail and the one I took for this video, but I actually prefer the second trail, which is just a few yards north of this one, nearer the children's playground. We're looking at the other trail here across the dell. If you look carefully, you can see someone walking on it. This whole excursion is made possible by Colonel Griffith J. Griffith. It's worth noting that he has no known military ranking, but just liked to be called Colonel. Born in South Wales in 1850, he emigrated to the US when he was 15. In 1873, he moved to San Francisco, where he eventually became the mining correspondent for the newspaper Alta California. Griffith gained extensive knowledge of the industry, which led to his employment as a mining expert by various mining organizations, and that's how he made his fortune. In 1882, he and his wife Christina moved to Los Angeles and purchased about 4,000 acres of the area known then as Rancho Los Feliz, and eventually bequeathed over 3,000 of those acres to the city of LA to be used as a public park. He later donated another 1,000 acres along the LA River. While vacationing at the Arcadia Hotel in Santa Monica in 1903, Griffith shot his wife at close range. Amazingly, it didn't kill her, but she did lose her right eye. Not surprisingly, they divorced, and he spent 2 years in prison and was treated for alcoholism, which apparently made him susceptible to paranoid delusions. After his stint in prison, he became a great supporter of prison reform and offered the city of LA money for building the Greek Theater and Observatory. He died of liver disease in 1919, but left money to the city in his will. The Greek was built in 1929 and the observatory in 1935.
Well, we've made it to the top on this windy day. From here you can see pretty much all of Los Angeles. Now let's go check out the inside.
Since its opening, the Griffith Observatory has been a cultural icon. It's where James Dean met his maker in Rebel Without a Cause, and where millions have come to learn more about their universe. Here, in the central rotunda, people gather beneath the gorgeous Hugo Ballin murals to be hypnotized by the Foucault pendulum, as it demonstrates the rotation of the Earth by not moving along with the building as our planet spins. Trippy, huh? Other sections of the original building include the planetarium, the Hall of the Eye, and the Hall of the Sky. In 2002, the observatory's doors were closed for 5 long years, and a $93 million renovation took place. I was astounded to learn that they literally lifted the original building to build the new area beneath. You can learn more about it in the free film at the Leonard Nimoy Event Horizon Theater, called the Once and Future Griffith Observatory. Other newer areas include the Cosmic Connection, the Depths of Space, and the Edge of Space mezzanine. My only complaint is that they took out the Laserium, and I miss it. Still, the planetarium remains spectacular. Not only is the observatory magnificent, but aside from planetarium shows, it's totally free. Parking is very limited, but you need the hike anyway. Just don't go on a Monday unless you only want to see the outside view. They're closed.